If you want to know your way around the Zhiyun Crane M gimbal and the control handles and the remote for it, hang about here. It might be worth watching. This is the gimbal. We're just going to call it the gimbal of the Crane M from now on, because Zhiyun takes a bit of getting through if you've got false teeth. And this has got one of my action cameras on it in the waterproof case. I hasten to add, I've also got a fitting where you can put it on naked. Not you naked, the camera naked. And you don't need the waterproof case, which means then you can use it to record with if you wish to. I record separately onto a Zoom H2n. The blue light flashes 4 times, so you know the batteries are fully charged, and it keeps doing it every couple of 10 seconds sort of thing. And it's very stable. And this is for switching off. You hold it into the light flashes 4 times and it goes to sleep. And that's it. It's as simple as that. The extra handle I've got on there is something I put on. It's actually for a cycle. But look, it's still balanced because there's no lens to retract. On my TZ, when I retract the lens, the camera will spin over when the gimbal's switched off. And that's pretty neat. It's named the Zhiyun, the Zhiyun. But make sure always that you have everything in position and the right way up before you switch it on. Always. And you can set the markings for resetting it with, if like me, you use all different cameras. You keep a note of them. I don't keep a note. I just fiddle and get it right. It doesn't take a genius to do it, honestly. Switching on, hold it in a couple of seconds and off you go. And here's the phone on the Crane M gimbal. You can see the blue light flashing. I've used this all day and it's still giving out maximum strength. It's brilliant. And you can see there's my remote on the screen that I'm waiting on. And you can see the camera's doing its thing. It's not recording, obviously, but you can see it's a bit unstable. I've got it on the wrong stand, but you can see the settings. I'm going to switch it off now. Well, I'll show you it twisting around. That's probably best. We'll go to the mode, and there. I'm back again. And if we go for another mode, we can make it go up and down the way. And that's it, just turning lock, they call it. So there you go, you've seen the phone, you've seen the gimbal, you've seen the GoPro type action camera. I shall just switch this off. Long hold for a couple of seconds. And it goes off, and then we're in a cafe. And I'm going to switch it on, and you should see it flick into position. You start off with it in roughly the right position. It just makes life easier when the camera starts up, and always have it upright, never inverted.
Pressing 1. Spinning towards me. And now we're in a selfie position. Camera 1 is looking at camera 2, which is that one nodding its head. And that's how it works. We can do a full 360. And the beauty of this is you can just keep going. I think it's great. Hope you do. Switching off.
And this is the unboxing of the Zhiyun handles for the Crane M gimbal stabilizer. Really neat and well made. This has just arrived from Amazon. I'm in a cafe because I've just picked it up, and it is handles to fit my Zhiyun, or however you pronounce it, Crane M. All metal. That's a bush to go in there if it needs sleeving down. That's the other handle, and that is your lot. Now, it's not made by the company that made the gimbal, but then it doesn't have to be. There's also a sleeve in there. It's made by a company called Handlebars, but it's identical. How unusual. And if you look there, tripod screws. You'll have to excuse me because there's no need for a cup of tea to go cold. You'll even hear me slurp. Gimbal handle for driving it. You undo that screw there. And then this, I've got the second handle on it for a different reason. So I can hold it like this and work the controls. That's my own handle, that didn't come with it. You undo this until you can slot that in there. And then bring it up to just underneath where my handle is. And then fasten it up. Has to be quite tight, obviously. You don't want the damn thing slipping down, but it won't slip out. That's the thing. I have on the back a fitting for the remote, which goes in thus. That side first, and then a positive click there. It's not going to fall out. And this gives you all the controls that you have on the gimbal itself. So we'll find the camera and we will put it on. Bear in mind I've got a quick release plate. 2 white dots mean forward, and that's it. We'll bring it up, use my knees as a balancing point. Now you always start off with a gimbal the right way up. If you can read the writing on the side, Zhiyun, then it's right. Start the camera and then check that it's all balanced. Doing as it should do. Doing as it should do. And then, look, I would say that shouldn't do that. So we'll alter that. That's better. All I did is moved it forward about a 1/16 of an inch. I'm going to do it a bit again. There you go. Now I shall switch it on the gimbal at the back here. Hold it in for a few seconds and that's it. Now it's focused up at the camera there, but it pans, it just doesn't tilt. And then we're going to another setting. We could use the remote. I'm just going to switch it on. Now, you can see it's tilting up and down now, and that's using the remote down here. And then we can press the mode button, and now we've got another mode. The camera is locked and it's following wherever I want it to go. So we'll leave it on that one, and I'll get hold of these handles. Now it definitely feels more balanced like this. I'm going to stand up. Just change settings. There we go. I like that setting too. You can have a 360 or a lot more. 720 if you want, just keep going. But there's no doubt this gives you more stability. I'm convinced of it. Now it's in the locked mode. But I'll stand here and I'll show you. Lock mode, I can still revolve the tilt. I can't pan. But because it's locked, panning's easy. .360 pan. Now if you want to lower it right down, you can see what's going to happen. The lens is going to meet there. So what you do is you make sure you're in a mode where you can alter the angle of that tilt. Yes, you can see it going up and down now. And as you go down, keep hold of it until it's pointing the way you want it. There you are. And now it's pointing forward with no interference. I'm just going to alter the angle there. And now you can do a low shot like this and have full stability. I've just shown you how to do that, and there's not many videos on YouTube that do show that, how to turn it over. I'm just going in another mode, press once. And now I've got that mode. Tilt, or pan, sorry. And tilt. And now it will keep pointing forward. Just different modes. But it's perfectly balanced. Now I'm going to turn this back over again, so I want it spinning that way. Can't do it pressing the button, you have to turn it round because it's not in the mode that will do selfies. So there you are, back there again. Now I'm going to kill the remote, and then I'm going to kill the biggie, but you notice it stays balanced. It is switched off, it'll probably flop over eventually. What I wanted to show you was on top here. 2 tripod fixings, 2 more tripod fixings. Underneath, one there, one there, one there. That gives access to your batteries, by the way. So So that's the whole shebang, and even holding it like that, it's lovely and balanced. These are adjustable, by the way. If you want to adjust them, you can do. Or you can take them off. I can't see the point. There you go. So there's plenty fittings on it for your lights, your Zoom H2N, which I'm recording the volume with. And I'm using the Sony 20V up there. So I think that shows you everything. I'll join it up with the other video and we'll see how it turns up. That's the end. Cheerio, the new Jimmy.